All right, so I did it. I made a video earlier today, right before I went to my first appointment, saying how I was pretty much on the borderline jump of just quitting and not going to that appointment. I just decided after that appointment that I'm not going to waste another minute doing something that isn't what I want to do. Obviously, you're always going to have to do stuff that you don't particularly like in a business, but it's a different mentality when you're working for someone else if you're someone like me. The reality is, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm going all in on what I want to do. And if I die, I die. I would literally rather die at this point in my life than not do what I want to do. I genuinely feel like I mean that right now. So yeah, I'm just quitting TSR. I went to my first appointment and decided I'm done. So haven't even texted my boss yet, but I'm going to, obviously, and then just gonna go all in. I just feel like I can't do something that I'm not passionate about anymore. And the reality is right now I'm super passionate about what I want to do, and I feel like I really just need to, leverage that passion and that motivation and really jump on it. So a little nervous, but it's all right. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm This is going to be a big year for me. I said that last year. For anyone who doesn't know my story, basically last year at the end of 2021, start of 2022, I basically decided to quit my job at TSR. It was in December 2021. I think I decided like around December 10th to do that. And I was just basically going to start a business. At the time, I was focusing on Growing Tech, which was my past brand that I've been working on for the last couple of years. But overall, that was a totally different time period in my life. I was still smoking weed. I was lazy. I was undisciplined. And I wasn't ready. But now I feel like I'm in a totally different mental state. I stopped growing tech, or I stopped working on growing tech and building growing tech and, focusing on it because I always knew weed was a problem in my life. I used it as an escape to avoid the problems. And I can still remember last year at the start of, whenever I was starting my business, um, I would literally like midday, I would decide to smoke weed because I don't know. It was clearly as an escape. Like I would feel some pain. I didn't know how to do something. And my immediate reaction, my habitual reaction was to smoke some weed. And yeah, that was a terrible thing for productivity, let me tell you. I got nothing done. And now I feel like I'm in a place where I actually can get shit done. And I feel like I'm a smart guy and I can figure it out. And I stopped smoking weed December 26th of 2022. As of right now, I think it's like March 7th of 2023. So, I haven't been smoking for like 2 months or whatever. I relapsed a couple times, but overall, I've kicked that habit. I don't even think about weed anymore, and it's because I am actually doing what I want to do. Over the past month, I've figured out what I wanted to do, and I will always attribute that a lot to me stopping weed, stopping drinking, and just sitting in my house by myself figuring shit out. And I think I've gained so much clarity, so much work ethic, so much passion, so much drive, so much clarity, just so many positive emotions and benefits from stopping smoking weed. You know, weed was something that I did for like 9 years every day from end of 2022. I think I started, when did I start? It would have been like 2015, the start of 2015 to the end of 2022. So I guess that's like 8 years. It was pretty. All right. All right. I have no idea where that cut off. Sorry, guys. Footage stopped randomly. The footage stopped randomly because I ran out of storage. Anyway, I was talking about like my passion and whatnot. So yeah, I was passionate about weed for a really long time. Growing tech was what I loved to do. Actually, I don't even know if I stopped it, but yeah, I stopped smoking, in December 2022, and had been smoking up to that point for like 8 years. So it was a very large change for me, but I just got so much drive, so much clarity, so much, ambition when I stopped that and gained so much like self confidence in my ability to get shit done and make shit happen. And so I'm done. I'm done with TSR. I'm done with doing stuff that I am not super passionate about and super into and don't have like all my time, attention, resources. Like, I'm a very risk on individual. That's the reality about me. Like, I quit my job last year. Last year was different. This year, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have way more on the line. So, I moved across the country 1,500 miles. I'm 1,500 miles away from any of my family members, away from my girlfriend. I have no friends in Arizona. I, I have like less than 6K in savings. I mean, technically, I have like, thousands in crypto, like around 10K that I can quickly liquidate if I really need money, and some other investments in other places, which I'm good. Like, I could, in theory, live for like the next year with no money coming in. But, dude, I'm, my back's against the wall. Like, I'm working 12 hours a day the next year. I'm making shit happen, and I will die before I fail. I obviously will fail, but I'm not going back to TSR. Last year, I went on such a large side tangent, but basically, like last year, I quit my job. I worked for like 5 months on building growing tech, starting a media company, all this shit, and ended up just stopping. Went back to my safe job at TSR, and I'm not going to do that again this year. I'm done with TSR, genuinely done. I just, I was really passionate. I like loved what I was doing in the beginning, and I still love the sales process. I love being a salesman. But when you lose conviction for the thing you're selling and you don't like it anymore and don't care about it, there's just no point in to keep selling it. So I'm going on a rant. I gotta work, but I just wanted to hop on a video and just document the big decision that I made today. So yeah, let's get shit done.